Everyday success. Achieve big results through small efforts. Introduction. Hello, friends. I'm thrilled you've picked up Everyday Success. For years, I've traveled the world, sharing a message of hope and empowerment. I've seen countless individuals just like you searching for that magic key to unlock their potential. They dream of success, happiness, and a life brimming with purpose, but often feel overwhelmed by the seemingly insurmountable tasks standing in their way. This book isn't about overnight transformations or complicated strategies. It's about something much simpler, yet profoundly powerful: the consistent application of small, everyday efforts. Think of it like this: a tiny seed, planted and nurtured daily, eventually grows into a mighty tree. That's the core principle of everyday success. We often underestimate the impact of small actions. We look for grand gestures, for that single, revolutionary idea that will catapult us to the top. But real, lasting success isn't built on fleeting moments of brilliance. It's built, brick by brick, with the consistent choices we make every single day. Inside these pages, you'll discover how to identify those small, positive actions, the ones that might seem insignificant on their own, and how to consistently integrate them into your routine. You'll learn to break down overwhelming goals into manageable steps, transforming daunting tasks into achievable daily habits. This book is your practical guide to building momentum, overcoming procrastination, and cultivating a mindset geared toward continuous improvement. We'll explore real-life examples, relatable stories, and actionable strategies that you can implement immediately. Everyday Success will show you how to define your why, discover your core values, and align your actions with your deepest passions. Master the art of small steps, break down big goals into manageable daily tasks. Cultivate a positive mindset, learn to overcome negativity, and embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. Build consistent habits, turn positive actions into automatic behaviors. Track your progress and celebrate small wins. Stay motivated by acknowledging your achievements along the way. Turn failures into learning opportunities for further improvement. Believe in the power of continuous improvement. Keep evolving and adapting to the changes so that success is inevitable. This isn't a lecture, it's a conversation. I'm here to guide you, to inspire you, and to empower you to take control of your life, one small step at a time. Are you ready to start your journey towards everyday success? Let's begin. All right, let's dive into Chapter 1, The Power of Little Things. Think about a time you wanted something big: a promotion, a new skill, maybe even just a cleaner house. Did you try to tackle it all at once, only to feel overwhelmed and give up? We've all been there. We imagine needing grand, sweeping gestures to achieve meaningful results. But what if I told you the opposite is true? What if I said the real magic lies in the seemingly insignificant actions, the little things we often overlook? This book is about unlocking that magic. It's about understanding how a series of small, consistent efforts can lead to extraordinary achievements over time. It's about recognizing the power you already possess to transform your life, step by tiny step. Imagine a leaky faucet. Drop, drop, drop. One drop seems harmless, right? Insignificant. But left unattended, day after day, that constant dripping can carve a channel into solid rock. That's the power of little things. It's about the relentless, consistent application of small, seemingly insignificant actions. Think about learning a new language. You won't become fluent overnight. Instead, it's about learning 5 new words each day, or practicing with a language app for 15 minutes before bed. Each small action seems almost pointless on its own, but string them together, day after day, week after week, and suddenly you're having conversations in a language you never thought you'd understand. It's not about grand gestures or bursts of intense effort. It's about the daily discipline to do the small things, even when you don't feel like it. It's about understanding that each little thing builds upon the last, creating a powerful momentum that propels you towards your goals. It's about consistently choosing the slightly better option, day after day, and letting the compounding effect work its magic. So, let's start harnessing this power, one small step at a time. All right, everyone, welcome back. Let's dive into Chapter 2, Identifying Your Small Wins. We talked about the power of little things in the previous chapter, but how do you actually find those little things that will make a big impact? That's what this chapter is all about. Think of your life as a garden. It's a beautiful, sprawling space. But without a plan, weeds grow everywhere. Identifying your small wins means figuring out where to start weeding. First, take a good, honest look at your daily life. Not with judgment, but with curiosity. Where do you spend your time? What habits currently define your day-to-day? Break it down. Morning routine, work habits, evening rituals, weekend activities. Now, ask yourself a crucial question. Where am I almost succeeding? This is where the magic happens. Are you almost making it to the gym 3 times a week? Are you almost cutting back on sugary drinks? Are you almost reading for pleasure? The areas where you're almost succeeding are ripe for small wins. They're already on your radar, already a desire. They just need a little nudge. Instead of aiming for a dramatic overhaul, focus on one tiny improvement in those areas. Remember that 15 minutes of extra sleep? That is your small win. Let's say an individual, let's call him Alex, wants to improve his health. Instead of committing to an hour-long workout every day, which quickly feels overwhelming, Alex decides to walk for just 15 minutes each morning. This is a small win. It's achievable, consistent, and begins building a habit. Another person, let's call her Betty, wants to improve her productivity. Instead of trying to tackle a mountain of tasks at once, Betty decides to focus on completing just one important task each morning before checking emails. This small win creates momentum and sets a positive tone for the day. Don't underestimate unpleasant or difficult experiences. These hold some of the biggest small win opportunities. Always feeling frazzled in the mornings? Maybe it's about preparing your outfit the night before. Always feeling overwhelmed at work? Perhaps it's about blocking out 20 minutes each day to plan your tasks. Identifying your small wins is about recognizing the potential. It's about seeing that even the smallest seed, consistently nurtured, can blossom into something magnificent. So, grab a notebook and brainstorm. Where are you almost succeeding? What one tiny change can you make in those areas? Identify them, embrace them, and get ready to win, one small win at a time. Chapter 3. The Ripple Effect. One choice, many outcomes. Think of a pond, quiet, still. Now imagine you toss a small pebble into it. What happens? A tiny splash, yes, but more importantly, ripples begin. These ripples start small, almost invisible, but they expand, reaching further and further across the water. That, my friends, is the ripple effect. Every choice you make, no matter how small it seems in the moment, is like that pebble. It creates a ripple, a consequence that moves outwards, influencing other areas of your life and even the lives of others. It's the idea that a single decision can trigger a chain reaction. Imagine a young man, David, deciding to skip his daily workout. He thinks, just this once, I'm tired. He stays in bed, scrolled Instagram for hours feeling lazy and unmotivated. The ripple? He feels sluggish the next day, less focused at work. Less focused at work might lead to unfulfilled task. Unfulfilled task may lead to stress and strained relationships with colleagues. One small choice ripples outwards, creating a series of negative consequences. Now let's flip it. Let's say David forces himself to hit the gym. The ripple? He feels energized, confident. This confidence translates to a better presentation at work, a more engaging conversation with his partner. The ripple effect of this small, positive decisions leads to a happier, more productive day. This isn't just about huge life decisions. It's about the everyday, seemingly insignificant choices. Choosing to be kind to a stranger, choosing to learn a new word, choosing to drink water instead of soda. These are all pebbles creating ripples of positivity. Small act of kindness might brighten someone's day. This brightened day may lead towards someone being happy, and it will create a huge positive impact on others' people's life. It is like a snowball effect, and it has the power to transform your life and the lives around you. All right, let's dive into Chapter 4, Mastering the Art of Consistency. Chapter 4, Mastering the Art of Consistency. Consistency. It's not about grand leaps or overnight transformations. It's about making your should-do into do, reliably day after day. It's the unsung hero of achievement. Think of it like a dripping tap. One drip seems insignificant, but over time, it can fill a bucket. So, how do we become consistently brilliant? First, understand procrastination. Procrastination is a thief. It steals your motivation and gives you excuses. The trick to beating it is to identify why you're delaying. Are you overwhelmed? Break the task into smaller, even tinier steps. Afraid of failure? Remember, even attempts are valuable data. Are you simply lacking motivation? Reward yourself after the task, not before. Habit stacking, the if-then power. This is about linking a new habit to something you already do. For example, after I brush my teeth, existing habit, then I will do 5 minutes of stretching, new habit. The if-then statement becomes a mental trigger, making the new habit easier to adopt. Accountability partners, your support system. Find someone who shares similar goals or simply supports your journey. Share your goals and progress with them regularly. Knowing you have to answer to someone else is a powerful motivator. It's like having a workout buddy. You're less likely to skip the gym when someone's expecting you. Find someone that you trust can hold you accountable and that you can share your journey with. Automation is key. The goal is to make the good habits automatic. That means reducing the amount of conscious thought required. Prepare your gym bag the night before. Set out your ingredients for a healthy breakfast. Remove obstacles that lead to inaction. Start small. Grow gradually. Don't try to overhaul your entire life overnight. The smaller the habit, the easier it is to stick to. Instead of aiming to run a marathon, start with a 15-minute walk. Gradually increase the intensity and duration. Consistency isn't about perfection. It's about showing up, even when you don't feel like it. It's about choosing the little thing today, knowing that it's contributing to something bigger tomorrow. Chapter 5. The Mindset of a Little Things Achiever. To truly harness the power of small actions, you need the right mindset. It's not enough to just do little things. You have to believe they matter. A little things achiever sees the world differently. They cultivate a positive and growth-oriented perspective, understanding that even the tiniest efforts accumulate to produce remarkable changes. First, reframe challenges. Instead of seeing obstacles as roadblocks, view them as stepping stones. Imagine someone learning a new language. Frustration is inevitable when facing complex grammar rules, but a little things achiever breaks it down. Instead of aiming for fluency overnight, they focus on learning 5 new words daily. This reduces overwhelm and reinforces progress. Every stumble is a chance to learn, not a reason to quit. Next, cultivate gratitude. Appreciate the small victories. Did you manage to meditate for 5 minutes today? Be grateful. Did you finally finish that one difficult task? Celebrate it, or just acknowledge it. Acknowledging small wins fuels motivation and makes the journey more enjoyable. It helps you stay focused on your why and appreciate the impact of your small but consistent effort. Lastly, believe in your ability to improve. This is core to a growth mindset. This isn't blind optimism. It's a deep understanding that your abilities are not fixed. Someone who believes they aren't any good at public speaking could feel they are never going to give it a go. But a little things achiever might aim to go to different gatherings or book clubs. They can practice by speaking or asking a random query. Every small speech will hone and improve their skills, and that they can be ready one day for a big speech with confidence, without fear. Believe that effort, learning, and perseverance, and even the smallest try, can take you everywhere. All right, everyone, get ready to unlock some serious goal-getting power. In this chapter, we're diving deep into how tiny steps can conquer mountains. We're talking about taking those huge, scary dreams and making them manageable, achievable, and even fun. Think about a massive puzzle. Staring at the whole jumbled mess can be overwhelming, right? But what happens when you start sorting the edges, finding similar colors? Suddenly, it feels less daunting. That's exactly what we're doing with big goals. We're breaking them down into bite-sized pieces. Let's say your goal is to run a marathon. Sounds crazy if you're currently on the couch, right? A little things approach turns that monster into a series of small wins. Day 1, walk for 20 minutes. Week 1, run for 1 minute, walk for 2, repeat for 30 minutes. Month 1, slowly increase running intervals, decrease walking intervals. See how the impossible becomes possible? The marathon didn't change. You changed through consistent little steps. Another example, learning a new language. Instead of being overwhelmed by grammar and vocabulary, commit to learning 5 new words every day. 5 words. That's it. In a year, you'll know over 1,800 words. Suddenly, you can hold a conversation. Think about that book you always wanted to write. Terrified of writing 80,000 words? Don't be. Commit to writing just 500 words a day. That's like 1 or 2 pages. In a few months, bam, you have a book. You'd be surprised at what you achieve if you just commit to sitting down at a computer for just 30 minutes each day. The key takeaway? Any huge goal can be conquered, one tiny step at a time. Focus not on the grand vision, but the immediate, achievable action. One brushstroke makes a painting. One brick makes a wall. One small step gets you to the finish line. Start small, stay consistent, and watch those big dreams become a reality. Okay, here's the content for Chapter 7 of your book as requested. Chapter 7, Taming Time, Making Every Minute Count. Time, it's the great equalizer. We all get 24 hours, but some people seem to accomplish so much more. The secret? They aren't wizards. They've simply learned to tame time, and you can too. This chapter is all about making every minute work for you, fueling your little things' progress. Prioritize with purpose. Imagine your day is a jar. You need to fill it with rocks, important tasks, pebbles, less crucial, and sand, trivial stuff. If you fill it with sand first, the rocks won't fit. Prioritization is the rock-first approach to your day. Use a simple list. Label tasks A, absolutely must do today, B, should do, and C, can wait. Focus on the A's first. Forget elaborate systems. Just a quick ranking will dramatically improve your focus. Distraction detox. Our world is a landmine of distractions. Notifications pinging, emails buzzing. They steal our attention and derail our little things. Identify your biggest time wasters. Is it social media, email, news websites? Then create barriers. Turn off notifications, schedule dedicated email times, and use website blockers. A calm, focused environment is vital. Pocket power. Think of your day as having small pockets of time, waiting in line, commuting before bed. These pockets seem insignificant, but they add up. For example, a person named Alex uses his 20-minute train commute to listen to an audiobook on professional development. He's not just passively traveling, he's actively investing in himself. Another person, Maya, spends her 10-minute coffee break answering a single Duolingo lesson. Seem insignificant? Over a year, that's a ton of language learning. Keep a list of pocket activities. Read a chapter, meditate, brainstorm ideas, learn a new word. Turn those small pockets into opportunities for progress. All right, friends, let's talk about relationships, the heart of a happy life. Just like with any goal, building strong relationships isn't about grand gestures, but about the power of little things, done consistently. Chapter 8, Building Stronger Relationships, Bit by Bit. Think about a friendship. It doesn't bloom overnight. It grows through shared experiences, inside jokes, and you guessed it, small acts of kindness. A quick thinking of you text, remembering someone's birthday, offering to listen when they're having a tough day. These seemingly insignificant actions create a strong foundation of trust and connection. Active listening is huge. It's not just hearing what someone says, it's understanding them. Put your phone down, make eye contact, and truly listen. Ask clarifying questions. Show genuine interest. People can immediately tell when you are genuinely interested in them or not. It sounds simple, but creates a deeper bond. Consistent communication is another key. We live busy lives, but a quick phone call to a parent, a message to a sibling, or regularly scheduling quality time with your partner, these maintain the connection. It's like watering a plant. A little bit regularly keeps it thriving. Don't underestimate the impact of appreciation. A simple, "Thank you for always being there for me," can mean the world. Recognizing and verbalizing your appreciation reinforces the bond of the relationship and makes that person realize the value they hold in your life. Let's take an example. Mark, who was always busy working, his mom often complained that he never called. Instead of feeling guilty, Mark decided to apply the little things principle. He started texting his mom one kind message or a joke daily, just a few line text. His mom's reaction was tremendous. These little texts made his mom happy, and his mom felt loved. Mark had strengthened his relationship with his mom simply by applying the little things principle and by making small efforts regularly. Strong relationships aren't built in a day. They're crafted over time, brick by brick, with those little things. So, commit to small acts of kindness, actively listen, communicate consistently, and express genuine appreciation. The rewards, strong, supportive, and fulfilling relationships are worth every small effort. Remember, small hinges swing big doors. All right, everyone, let's dive into Chapter 9, the power of reflection and adjustment. Think of your journey towards your goals as sailing a boat. You set a course, but the wind rarely blows perfectly in one direction. You need to constantly check your position and adjust the sails to stay on track. That's what reflection and adjustment are all about. They are vital. Reflection is simply taking time to look back at what you've been doing. Are those little things really working? Are you truly consistent? Don't be afraid to ask yourself tough questions. Adjusting is making changes based on what you learn from reflecting. It's not admitting defeat. It's being smart and adaptable. How do we do this practically? It starts with tracking. Keep a simple journal or use an app to note what you're doing each day related to your goals. Did you go for that walk? Did you read those pages? Did you resist that tempting snack? After a week or two, look back. What went well? What didn't? Where did you struggle? Maybe you found that you're more likely to skip your morning walk if you don't lay out your clothes the night before. That's an adjustment you can make. Let's hear John started focusing on his health. His little thing was to drink more water. He tracked it and realized he was great during work hours but terrible at home. So, he made an adjustment. He started filling a large water bottle as soon as he got home and kept it visible as a reminder. By acknowledging the issue with keeping track of habit and then making just a little change, John significantly improved his overall water intake. Regular reflection and adjustment aren't extra work. They make your journey more efficient and successful. So, embrace the power of looking back, learning, and adapting. Just like a skilled sailor, you'll constantly adjust your sails to catch the best wind and reach your destination. Okay, here's Chapter 10 of your book, ready to inspire your readers to overcome setbacks and stay consistent. Chapter 10, Overcoming Setbacks, Staying Consistent. When things get tough, life and the path of little things isn't always smooth. We will stumble. We will face challenges. The trick isn't avoiding them, it's how we react to them. Think of planting a seed. You water it daily, a little thing. But then, a storm comes, a setback. It might wash away some soil, or even damage the young sprout. Does that mean you abandon gardening forever? Of course not. You replant, you repair, and you keep watering. Setbacks are proof you're trying. They mean you're pushing boundaries. Disappointment is inevitable. When you mess up on your diet, miss a workout, or fail an exam, don't beat yourself up. Accept it, learn from it, and move forward. This will allow you to stay motivated and keep discouragement at bay. Here's your rebound routine. 1. Acknowledge. Don't ignore the setback. Be honest about what happened. 2. Analyze. Why did it happen? Was it external or something you could control? 3. Adjust. Based on your analysis, tweak your approach. Maybe you were trying to do too much too soon. 4. Act. Get back on track. Don't dwell. Start again right now, even if it's a tiny step. Imagine learning to ride a bike. You will fall. The secret to riding the bike is not falling, but the ability to get back on the bike after falling. Remember, it's not about if you fall, it's about how you get back up. Every stumble is a lesson. Every recovery strengthens your consistency. Okay, here's the content for Chapter 11 of your Little Things book. Chapter 11, The Environment Effect, Setting Yourself Up for Success. Think of your life like a garden. If you want beautiful flowers, you can't just scatter seeds anywhere and hope for the best. You need good soil, sunshine, and protection from weeds. Your environment is your life's garden. It either helps you grow or chokes your potential. This isn't just about a clean house. It's about the people you spend time with, the information you consume, and the physical space around you. All of it influences your little things. Clean desk, clear mind. Ever tried to focus when surrounded by clutter? It's nearly impossible. A messy workspace leads to a messy mind. Start small. Tidy your desk for just 5 minutes before starting a task. You'll be amazed at the difference. Imagine a painter trying to create a masterpiece with messy desk. They will find it difficult to find brushes because of mess. Surround yourself with support. Who are the people you spend most time with? Are they supportive of your goals? Do they encourage your little wins? Or are they constantly negative? Choose your friends wisely. Seek out people who lift you up and inspire you to be your best. If you want to be fit, join group of people doing workout. Minimize distractions. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. Social media, notifications, endless emails, they all steal our attention. Identify your biggest distractions and actively create boundaries. Turn off notifications while you are working. Find a quiet corner to study. Your little things need focus. Fill your mind with positivity. What you read, listen to, and watch becomes part of your inner world. Choose wisely. Listen to uplifting podcasts, read inspiring books, and surround yourself with positive messages. Creating the right environment isn't a one-time fix. It's an ongoing process of evaluation and adjustment. Be mindful of your surroundings and actively shape them to support your little things and your bigger dreams. It is like a gardener nurturing a garden. It requires attention and care. So nurture your environment and watch your life bloom. All right, everyone, welcome back. Chapter 12 is all about celebration and rewards, recognizing your little wins. Think of climbing a mountain. You wouldn't just stare at the peak the whole time, would you? You'd notice the cool waterfall you passed, the beautiful view at the last checkpoint, the fact that you're still moving forward despite the burning in your legs. Those are your little wins. Celebrate them. So, why celebrate the small stuff? Because progress, even baby steps, deserves recognition. Imagine trying to learn a new language. You struggle for weeks just to master basic greetings. Then one day, you have a short conversation with a native speaker and understand almost everything. That's huge. Ignoring that victory would be demotivating. Acknowledging it, maybe by treating yourself to your favorite coffee while listening to a podcast in that language, reinforces the positive association. Rewards don't have to be extravagant. The point is to acknowledge your effort and associate it with a positive feeling. Successfully meditated for 5 minutes every day this week? Treat yourself to a relaxing bath. Wrote 500 words of your book? Allow yourself to watch an episode of your favorite show. Finished a tough workout? Enjoy a healthy smoothie. This is the power of positive reinforcement. When you reward yourself for achieving even small goals, you're training your brain to associate that activity with pleasure. This makes it much more likely you'll stick with it in the long run. Remember, acknowledging your hard work, even for the tiny steps, isn't selfish. Recognize that you started something and stuck with it. It's fuel for your journey. It's about building momentum and making the process more enjoyable. So give yourself a pat on the back, a small treat, or simply acknowledge internally, I did that. Celebrate those little wins. They are what truly builds success. They are steps towards becoming better. Chapter 13, The Long Game, Patience and Perseverance. Life isn't a 100-meter dash. It's a marathon. Think about it. Short bursts of energy might get you ahead for a bit, but to finish strong, cover real distance, and achieve significant goals, you need pacing and endurance. This is where patience and perseverance come in. These two are like best friends, always supporting each other on the journey to success. Patience isn't about passively waiting. It's about active acceptance that some things take time. Growing a seed into a tree doesn't happen overnight. Your small, consistent actions today are like watering that seed. You might not see the growth immediately, but underground, the roots are strengthening. Consider an aspiring writer. He wants to publish a novel. Writing is hard. Editing is harder. And getting published can feel impossible. If he expects instant success, he'll likely get discouraged after a few rejections. But with patience and perseverance, he keeps writing, learning from feedback, and improving his craft. He understands that each hour spent writing, even if it doesn't lead to immediate publication, is building his skill and bringing him closer to his goal. Months or years might pass before his book sees the light of day, but his dedication pays off. Perseverance is determination in action. It's about getting back on your feet after you stumble. Life throws curveballs. Plans change. Things go wrong. Perseverance is refusing to give up, even when you feel like you're hitting a wall. Imagine someone learning to play the guitar. Initially, their fingers ache, chords sound awful, and progress seems slow. It's easy to quit, but with perseverance, they keep practicing, day after day. They watch tutorials, listen to music, and push through the frustration. Gradually, their fingers toughen, the chords become clearer, and they start to play recognizable songs. The key? not giving up during those difficult early stages. The little things strategy isn't about quick wins, it's about sustained effort over time. Focus not on instant gratification, but understand that the accumulated impact of consistent action. It's a test of your endurance. Embrace the process, celebrate small milestones, and keep your eye on the long-term vision. Remember, sustainable success isn't built overnight. A tiny stream can erode huge mountains by running at them every single day. Okay, get ready to be inspired. Let's craft a chapter that ignites the desire to pay it forward. Here's Chapter 14, Inspiring Others, Sharing the Little Things Philosophy. Chapter 14, Inspiring Others, Sharing the Little Things Philosophy. You've mastered the art of the little things. You're seeing the results, feeling the momentum. Now it's time to share the magic. Think of it as planting seeds. Your story, your journey, can be the sunshine and water that helps others grow. Leading by example is powerful. When people see you consistently making small, positive choices and achieving results, they'll naturally be curious. Be open to sharing your experience. Explain how focusing on little things has transformed your life. Don't preach, simply show. Mentorship is a fantastic way to pass on the philosophy. Find someone struggling with a goal, maybe improving their fitness, learning a new skill, or building better habits. Share your insights. Explain how breaking down large goals into smaller, manageable steps can make the seemingly impossible feel achievable. Encourage them to focus on consistency, not perfection. Remember, everyone starts somewhere. Recall your own struggles and breakthroughs. This empathy will help you connect with others on a deeper level and offer valuable support. Imagine your neighbor struggling to learn coding. Share your experience of learning consistently for a short amount of time every day. Your journey may be one of the reasons for your neighbor to start working little things towards their goals. Sharing little things isn't just about helping others. It reinforces your knowledge and commitment. Explaining the philosophy solidifies your understanding, making you even more likely to stick with it. Plus, seeing others succeed because of your guidance is incredibly rewarding. It creates a ripple effect of positivity. Don't underestimate the power of your story. You never know who you might inspire. Chapter 15, Everyday Success, Making Little Things a Lifelong Habit. We've journeyed together through the power of little things, discovering how small, consistent actions can create remarkable results. This isn't about a quick fix. It's about building a better you, brick by brick, day by day. The core principle? Consistent, positive actions, however small, compounded over time, lead to extraordinary success. It's resisting that snooze button, choosing a healthy snack, or spending just 15 minutes learning a new skill. These small wins, multiplied over weeks, months, and years, transform into a life you're proud of. Think back to each chapter. We explored identifying those small, meaningful victories, understanding the impact of their ripple effect, and the sheer power of consistency. We delved into the mindset required, broke down big goals into manageable steps, and learned how to make every precious minute count. We saw how the philosophy strengthens relations and the crucial for reflections. Remember how to stay motivated during challenges, create environment, and celebrating small wins? Now it's time to transform this knowledge into a habit. Start by asking yourself, what one little thing can I do today to move me closer to my goals? Focus on implementing it consistently. Don't strive for perfection, strive for progress. Reflect on your past experiences. What small changes have had the biggest impact on your life? Use those insights to guide your future actions. And most importantly, be patient. Real, lasting change takes time. Share your little things journey with others. Inspire your friends, family, and colleagues to adopt this philosophy. By supporting each other, we can create a world where everyday success is the norm, not the exception. Remember, this isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. It's about building a foundation of consistent, positive habits that will support you throughout your life. Make little things a lifestyle and watch as your dreams become reality.